Okay, hello, this is Sarah Shannon, owner of Shannon Consulting Curriculum Tutoring.com. Today is Saturday, August the 30th, 2025. I'm showing you a few of my products. I'm going to do a features of my products here. But I did want to do this video again because it's not showing, it wouldn't let me do it the right way this time. And I'm playing around with this camera and I'm trying to figure out how to work it. But you can see I've been here for a month and I absolutely love where I am here. I tried to do it a couple of times. I'm doing it again because it's absolutely wonderful. I absolutely love it, and it just wouldn't work because I was trying to figure out how to work this camera. But I'm absolutely loving it. Here is absolutely gorgeous. And so I was in my office the other day and I did a video there and I was able to play around with it, but I wasn't able to show like my videos and everything, some features that I wanted to show. So if you look here, you can see here the uninvited guests. I'm so happy I'm able to do this. This is wonderful. So you look here, the uninvited guests here. I have it here, and this is the repetition is the effective teaching strategy, like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. That's, it's in Bible, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Repetition, practice makes perfect. You don't have to go overboard with it, but you should make sure that you repeat a couple of times for students, because if you just give it to them in isolation, when I first graduated from college, like I would see things, even though they had things, I just didn't know because I was new, you're new and stuff. I look back and I'm like, oh, they did have all these resources. I just didn't see them. But they give you sometimes the text we would use sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes they would give them concepts like the objective. Let's say the objective is figurative language, for example. They would give it to them, but they wouldn't give it to them enough for the kids to master it. And we know as effective teachers, you need to have it repeated a couple of times. So like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So this is the uninvited guest. So this is a story that I've written. And then I have it written this way so you can make notes. So you can make notes to your students. So if you print it out, and I'll remember it also, you can like show it online. And it also you can put it on your screen and all that and everything. And it also has ability for you to be able to play it and let this read to the students, right? This is a wonderful, amazing story. It has a moral thing to it. This is the skit version of that story, and then this is the compare contrast that goes along with it. So notice. Oh, wait, I don't have to do it. Oh, I don't have to do it. Okay. So notice this repetition is repeating. You know what I'm saying? It's this particular objective. So you're doing authentic experience. You're having the students experience in different manners. It's kind of a few differences between the skit and the story. And then you're also doing this particular graphic organizer. And then also if you look here at Monica's Adventure in Miss Group for Kids, I have this up here several times. You have the PowerPoint presentation, which you guys are familiar with, the claps rap, the figurative language rap that you know with. Hey boys and girls, my figurative language rap is on YouTube. Hey boys and girls, have you heard? It's a new way to figure out some words. It's called the figurative language rap. Here's how to play it. Just clap, clap, clap. And so this is the claps that goes along with that. That's the PowerPoint presentation. That's the claps rap, and that's the figurative language crossword puzzle I created to go along with that. So notice they're playing a game, they're singing a song, they're practicing it with the text. Monica's Adventure in This Group for Kids. That also is authentic literature experiences that they experience the text in multiple ways. You don't have to go overboard with it because sometimes kids pick it up after 2 or 3 times, especially the higher ones. But you do need to repeat it a couple of times just to make sure they master it. Unless you have a class that just is brilliant, and that does happen. Has happened to me before. And then also like this is summary map. This is one of my summary frames. I have to pull out a blank copy of this. This is one a student did. Most important information in the beginning, most important information in the middle, the most important information in the end that the student did. The student, they need a little bit of accommodations or whatever on this, but they were able to do it successfully and I was able to save it. This is my summary frame. This is one of my summary frames. This is another one I created. I got to show a blank one in a minute. And then this is also another simpler one that I created. So repetition, repeating, summary in a different way. Most important information in the beginning. I also have a teaching video on my website that you can watch that teaches how to teach that particular most important information beginning, middle, and end with summary. Gibbs Escape from Slavery, a wonderful story here. So I wrote again. If you look here, it's the amazing story. It's about slavery, and then, like I said, you can have them. They can play it on. You can display it on your screen, and then also it has an opportunity for the students to be able to have it read to them. If you give it to them on the individual computer, the link, they can read it to them, if they need that. And then also you can have working with small groups. These stories, and they're really wonderful. They're also, I've been in the system, and I know some of the stories that they use sometimes. Some of them are great, some of them are not so great. These stories that kids like when they're interesting, they have a moral to them, like Jim's Escape from Slavery and all that and everything. Monica's Adventure in Miss Group for Kids. It's a funny little Amelia Bedelia-like story. Like I did the example the other day, she threw in the towel. Wicked Mouse was throwing in the towel. She literally thought it was a towel, so she went and got a towel. Or she comes to the pool or something and said, it's like a refrigerator in there, so she thought they really actually literally meant a refrigerator. It said it's what did it say? What was the term? I can't think of it. It's so cool in there. It's where they said it was a refrigerator in the pool, and it really wasn't literally a refrigerator. I had to think about it. I wrote it myself, but I can think I have mind blank right there. But it's refrigerator in there. I think that's what Monica said. Let me look at it real quick. I gotta find it. This is one about throwing the towel. She literally thought they meant throwing the towel. It's in here somewhere. But look at these beautiful pictures. What's wrong with her? You know, she's green. So she's green in the face. They thought she was literally green, and her bark is bigger than her bite, and they literally thought she was a dog. Like, it's just cute, Monica. I wrote it. I can't think of it right now. I'm having a brain freeze, but you get it. It's like figurative language, like Camille would do when you're little. You read those stories, whatever. Funny, ha ha ha, hee hee ha. Little story, and then so. Just to kind of give an example of some of the things that I have here. And this is the research, how to write a research report. I have it here. I have a teaching video that teaches. This is a really wonderful way I had to help students to be able to write research reports. And then this one, the verb response question sheet right here, that I'm going to be able to, I'm going to spin it and make it look a little bit better. Wonderful, amazing tool to practice communication skills. I'm struggling with it right now for some reason. I'm going to do this again. This is kind of a funny informal video. It's not really for my business actually, but the non-verbal communication response activity that I have students do twice a week. They work with a partner in a corner, and they practice their verbal communication skills as well as their active vocabulary, like all of these figurative language and multiple words and prefixes and suffixes and synonyms and antonyms and all the things, the active vocabulary words they're supposed to master by the end of the year. They're able to practice with the partner, the verbal communication skills, and then they're also able to practice their understanding of the active vocabulary words. I'm struggling with it right now, whatever. And so this is just an example. And this is my book that I'm going to be putting on the website, which some of this you'll see here already. But this is what I wrote. This book I wrote when I first graduated from college, when I started writing. And you look at this. It's not based on most effective strategies, but it's still pretty good. It includes like the clap strap in here and all that. Some of the stuff you'll see here. Assessments in here. Like I said, it's not based on the most effective strategies, definitely. But you see 911 emergency, which is a wonderful skit on fact and detail, answering questions. Really funny little skit I wrote. Look, my little nieces, I put her name in here. As you can see there, she's her birthday, as a matter of fact, coming up. Things like that. Her name, she made it in my book somehow. A lot of different people. The Dream That Changed Sanderville, which is right here. This is wonderful. You look at this one. And this is, little pictures of here. This is the poem that goes along with the Dream That Changed Sanderville. Again, comparing and contrasting. And I have that poem memorized. They're in the dear town of Sanderville, the one named Vanderville. Vanderville was very concerned because the town just would not learn how to keep the earth so clean and free, and so on and so forth. I have memorized it myself. And again, book creator of this book, Dream That Changed Sanderville. You put it on the screen, blow it up on the big screen if you want to, and it reads it to them, and it has the illustrations right here. You can see, you'll see it. Sanderville there, whatever. So you can see all of those. And is there any other ones I want to share right now? This is what I wrote with designer. These I had the help of designer. All the other ones I wrote completely myself, other than book creator giving me pictures and stuff. But these two I had the help of designer, which were really wonderful for the older ones. I love them. They're amazing. And then also you can set it up with them to read those to you as well. And yeah, I have lots of other amazing things I'm going to be adding to these, but this just give you a sum up of some ideas and all that and everything. Some stuff I haven't even put on here, but they're all based on most effective strategies that you can use. Hours and hours and hours of research on the most effective strategies to use in the classroom. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day. I'm going to go out in the yard and all that and everything, and get some work done, and it's going to be a great day. And I'm believing the because it's a personal video, the best is yet to come. I'm excited about what God is up to. Have a great day.